Hi there. Welcome to Massacre on Muriel Court. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lauren Samples. My voice may sound familiar to you if you've ever listened to a little show called Paradise After Dark. My husband Ken and I have been hosting Paradise After Dark podcast for almost 5 years now. We cover true crime, unsolved mysteries, missing people, urban legends, and strange places. It's because of a case we covered on Paradise After Dark back in 2019 that you are hearing my voice again today, over 3 years later. A case that I never forgot, and honestly, I never really stopped thinking about it. I'm not sure why. Maybe because I spoke with the main suspect. Maybe because one of the victims shares a birthday with someone extremely close to me. Maybe it's because something is definitely not right here, besides the obvious, and I can't stop climbing down that rabbit hole to figure out what that is. So, a little bit about me, so you don't just assume I am some random chick who did a little research and created a podcast. My background. My goal for most of my childhood was to be an FBI behavioral profiler. I read Mindhunter by the famed John Douglas when I was about 14. I used to fall asleep to forensic files every evening, starting around age 12, when the show first started to air. I've always been interested in criminal justice, the law, and why evil exists in our world. After high school, I joined the U.S. Navy and served as a Navy police officer for 4 years. Police in the Navy are actually called Master-at-Arms. I left the Navy and started college. Criminal justice degree, here I come. But not really. I changed my major pretty quickly after landing a job at the Collier County Clerk of Courts in the criminal department. I was fascinated with the law, the rules, and how the justice system worked. Oh, and all of those fancy Latin words. I graduated from Hodges University with a degree in paralegal studies. I worked for a criminal defense attorney for a few years, and then he retired, and I sort of landed in with a family law attorney. Both fields are nasty business. A paralegal is to a lawyer what a nurse is to a doctor. They do all the work and their boss gets all the glory. I found the job to be stressful, thankless, and negative, and that was definitely not what I wanted to do with my life until I died. So here I am, a podcaster. But I don't just think of myself as a podcaster. I prefer the terms victim's advocate, citizen sleuth, crime fighter, and I definitely don't do this for the money. Because trust me, you can't live off a podcast paycheck unless you're huge, like Generation Y or True Crime Garage. Shout out to my friends there. Those guys have given me a lot of advice and guidance over the years. I do this job to help people. Sometimes I feel like giving up. I feel like it's wrong. We shouldn't be using crime as entertainment, etc. But then I'll have a family who is desperate for answers reach out to me. And then I tell them, yes, we will help you. And when I feel the relief and gratitude from that family, it makes all of those hours of research, editing, traveling on my own dime, mind you, worth it. I'm actually still in contact with families we worked with at the very beginning of Paradise After Dark. They still thank us, and we are still very proud of being able to help. So, about this new series. What you'll be hearing over the next several weeks is a story of a lovely family who was murdered in their home for no apparent reason. You'll also be hearing about the prime suspects in the case, the authorities who worked the case, and even the county government who may or may not have done their job properly. You will find no resolution here, as this case is still unsolved, 56 years later. But you can help me bring more attention to it. You can help me rattle some feathers. Help me not let this tragedy be forgotten. And all you have to do is listen to what I have to say and the things I have uncovered. That's it. Now you're a crime fighter and a citizen sleuth. There will be a discussion group on Facebook, and Massacre on Muriel Court will be sharing an Instagram and Twitter account with Paradise After Dark podcast. So join in the conversation if you like. I love hearing listener theories. Make sure to hit that follow button so you don't miss the launch of this show, and please tell your crime-fighting friends to listen as well. If you have any interest in supporting this show, please consider joining our Tomahawk Media Patreon page. On Patreon, you'll receive early and ad-free episodes of both Paradise After Dark and Massacre on Muriel Court, and bonus episodes and content for both shows. You can sign up at patreon.com/Palmahawk Media. That's PALMAHAWK Media. And you'll be hearing from me again soon.